how to have more peace. This is something that you probably don't think you need, but when you have it, you realize, holy shit, I needed this. I needed this peace. And people say that it's philosophical. You can never have peace. Life is too complicated. Being a human is too chaotic. You got to be a monk or something to have peace, but that's all a lie. There's behaviors you can do to actually have peace or have more peace. Not saying that you're going to magically have um, monk-like peace where you can just sit and meditate for 5 hours a day. No. Um, I'm saying that there's a way to have a little bit more peace in your life despite how not peaceful it feels. First thing is to slow down, right? Is to slow down your life and to realize that, you really don't need to rush everywhere. You really don't need to speed. You really don't need to get to places fast, right? You really don't need to. And it's actually mathematical. Whenever you're rushing, whenever you're speeding, you really only arrive at your destination or get to where you want to go just a little bit, just a sliver faster than the person that's taking their time. I'm sure you've heard about like the turtle versus the fucking hare, that parable, the race where the fucking hare gets bored and then the turtle is slow and steady and finishes the race before the fucking hare does. And it's almost evidence, right? The people that rush, the people that are always trying to just get places quick, guess what, dude? They burn out. They're the ones that quit first because they can't take it anymore. They can't take that amount of suffering on their body. Like you have limitations, right? You're a human being, and we cannot take that much turmoil for that extended period of time. It's just not feasible. And so when you realize that, okay, my life is kind of difficult and I am ambitious, I have goals, I want to achieve things, and you know that you're destined to achieve these things, if you're anything like me, then why are you in a rush? Because you know that it's going to happen at some point, you just don't know when. And the reason why people rush is because they just can't wait to have it, right? They're after that, they're chasing dopamine, they're chasing the feeling of achieving the thing. But the sad part is once you achieve it, you're looking on to the next thing. You're never you literally appreciate it for just a few brief moments, right? I mean, the one I can think of that comes to mind is like my ACT score. Like I got a really good ACT score that I've been working hard for like a year, studying hard for like a year. I got the score I wanted, and I felt happy for approximately 3 seconds, and then I closed out the tab and went on with my life. Like you kind of put your goals on pedestals and you expect that your life will completely change and you'll forever be happy when you achieve something, but that's never the case. It's always the case of what's the next thing on the docket? What am I going to do next? What am I going to achieve next? And people only have this frame because they're rushing, because they are trying to achieve so much in a little amount of time. But the people that have slowed down, the people that have realized that they want more peace in their life, and they're not going to have to rush to get to places, they actually don't have this mindset. They don't have this mindset of what's next all the time because they're taking their time. They're like the fucking turtle, right? They don't need to get to the finish line before everyone else. They're living life on their own terms. And, you might disagree with me, but this is the way I see the world. This is my priority. My priority is to have more peace in my life, to have more peace of mind, to not feel like I'm always constantly pursuing something in haste. I want to just be able to relax, slow down, and go where I need to go. All right, the next principle is to stop working to feel productive. This one hits different, right? This is, I wish someone was there to tell me this a few years ago. Most people work to feel productive, right? That's what most people do. Most people constantly checking emails. They can't stay off their work laptop during their lunch break. They can't stay off their work laptop after work at home. They can't help but just keep working and working, even though they're getting diminishing amounts of returns because they just want to feel productive. I mean, the single most obvious example in my life is when people go to the fucking library to study, right? To study, and they're just on their phones. Like, they have their textbooks, they have their laptop, they have iPad, they have highlighters, they have flashcards, they have everything, right? They have the full setup. And then they don't even do it. They don't even study. They're literally in that environment, in that library, to feel productive. And maybe there's some level of externalization here. Maybe they just want to show that they study, show other people that they're studious, right? Telling people like, oh yeah, I'm going to the library to study, right? Telling your friends, oh yeah, I'm going to the library. Oh, tell like other people, yeah, I'm going to the library, to make people see you as studious, as an academic. And in reality, you're just sitting in the corner on your phone, not studying. And so the people that work 16 hours a day aren't actually working 16 hours a day. There are very few people, unless you have some kind of insane project or something, like a crazy deadline, you're not actually getting the ROI from the full ROI from those 16 hours. If we're being completely honest, the first 4 hours of your so-called 16-hour workday are going to get you the same amount of output as the following 12. I guarantee you, like, if you're focused and you're dialed in for those first 4 hours, when you're at peak capacity, you're fresh, you're ready to go, the amount of output you're going to get from that is equivalent to the amount you're going to get for the next 12 hours. So you're basically working 12 hours at a third of the efficiency, right? A third of the efficiency of the first 4. And so it's like, why the hell are you wasting your time then, right? I don't care who you are. Maybe you get more. Maybe you can work for 8 hours or 12 hours and still get the same output. But there is a threshold where you start to get diminishing returns. For you, it's different from me, but there's a point whenever you stop getting as much output from your input. And so you can keep working the same amount of hours, but you're going to get less and less and less. And so the magic in finding more peace is to actually stop working, to realize that working more does not equate to more output. Working more just to say you worked more is a coping mechanism to make you feel like you're productive. But if you want to feel productive, then lock in for 4 hours undistracted, doing high leverage work, and then spend the rest of the day working shallowly. Like, read, learn. And people just don't understand this, and it pisses me off. But yeah, there's a certain personality, there's a certain chronotype of person that works really hard, they want to achieve great things, so on and so forth. They're the ones that are working 16 hours a day, burning themselves to the ground, burning out, screwing their sleep, screwing up their diet, screwing up their relationships. Everything's gone down the drain because they just want to keep working. And then there's the other chronotype, the type B, that is lazy. They want things, but they aren't willing to work for it, and they have a work ethic problem. Like, right now, I'm speaking to the person that works too hard, that needs to fucking relax. But there is another person that might be watching this that is lazy. Like, if you're being honest with yourself, are you lazy? Like, do you not work hard? If that's the case, then you need to fucking grab yourself by the shoulders and get to work. And, like, you have a work ethic problem. You aren't the one that needs to take breaks. No, you're the one that needs to actually double down and get your hands dirty. All right, the next principle, if you want to find more peace, is to minimize distractions, right? So this actually helps with your work, but if you minimize your distractions, if you literally don't, if you just like reduce your screen time just a little bit, the easiest way I can think of it is, don't go on your phone before bed, don't go on your phone when you wake up, don't go on your phone while you're working, and don't go on your phone while you're hanging out with Jeez. And don't go on your phone when you're hanging out with other people. It's that simple. It's that simple. And every other moment in the day, fine, you can be on your phone. During your lunch break, you can be on your phone. Don't fucking text while you're driving. Um, any other part of the day, you can be on your phone. Just not in the moments that matter, okay? During your work, during your relationships, in the middle of your relationships, within your work, before you go to bed, when you wake up, dude, just enjoy that moment without your fucking distraction. You don't need your phone first thing in the morning. You don't need your phone before you go to bed, okay? Just enjoy those moments of silence and peace. It's the ROI is so much greater, okay? Think about how much you actually gain. Think about how much you actually gain from going on your phone before you go to bed. How much do you gain from going on your phone in general, right? Unless your work is actually like branding and social media and stuff like that, you have really no reason to be on your phone most of the day at all, right? Unless you're contacting people, unless you're texting people, unless your full-time job is on your phone, you have no excuse to be on your phone all the time. Like, there's no reason for you to be there. And most people just have the addiction. Phones are made to be addictive. There are literal scientists that study the UI and stuff like that to make it more addictive. Apps keep you on them. They want you to keep using the app. I mean, same thing with social media, right? The game is rigged against you, but you need to realize that even though the game is rigged, doesn't mean you can't win. So you need to fucking pull yourself up by your bootstraps and be honest with yourself and just cut out this distraction. All right, finally, if you want to find more peace, it's to find the others. Find the other people that share this mindset, right? Find the other people that are kind of like you, that have the same interests, that realize that maybe working hard all day isn't the answer. Or maybe find the people that are kind of, lazing around, that want to get serious, that want to start to work harder, right? Find those people and form a tribe and just do the thing together. Go through this experience together, and together you'll find peace. Where you will find these people is it's based off environment. It's always based off environment. You don't need a fucking dating app. You don't need to really try so hard to connect with people and to make friends. It's literally go to an environment that is where there are people going around, and it's an environment that you like. So if you're bookish, if you're nerdy, if you like learning, then go to a fucking library and hang out with people. Go to bookstores and hang out with people. Go to coffee shops and hang out with people. If you're more of a red hot, spicy party person, go to more parties. Go to clubs, go to whatever, and meet those people, right? Meet those people. If you're more sporty, go to those events, meet those people. Doesn't matter what you're into. You need to just put yourself in an environment and be social enough to actually go meet people, because odds are other people will not approach you. You have to be the one to approach them. That's how you find the others. And so if you want to have more peace, you need to find these people. You need to minimize your distractions, and you need to stop, for the type A's, you need to stop working so hard just to feel productive, and then finally slow down your life. Goodbye.